Okay, welcome to the Doing It With Purpose podcast, where I am your host, Cornelius T. Summers, aka Little Cuddy. And of course, you know we have in the building Gregory Peterson, aka the Deke.
Hey.
Man, Deke, it's been a minute.
Oh yeah.
It's been a
It's
minute.
been a little second.
I'm almost in unfamiliar territory. In front of the camera, shooting this episode, and really kind of uneasy a little bit, man, because we just took so long of a break before we got back into shooting the episode. Got some more guests in line to come on and share some purposeful things, as that's the motto, doing it with a purpose or doing it with purpose. But
I was gonna say, go ahead, man. Doing it with purpose and doing it with passion, man.
Yeah.
We got people. Hey, they waiting to get on, man. They chopping
waiting.
at the bit
They
to get
waiting.
in here. So hey, we just gotta take the time to get them in here. We got just had some events going on, some stuff. Hey,
we got
happening and stuff, man. Whatever,
just trusting the process.
Yeah.
We talked about some things, such as the generational conversations, and that's going to be the blunt of it today. Deke and I, we have phone calls. We talk more than the bill collectors and the scam callers call people.
For sure.
But a lot of the conversations that we have had, we felt like we needed to share it with the viewers, with the world, with the followers.
Yeah.
And so we planned on doing that today, just to see how it goes across. But one of the things that I have to do, I want to do, is I want to stop and just check on you and see how you doing.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Okay.
Everything that happened, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, God's plan.
Guys,
That's one of our mottos. So God's plan is just God's plan.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't really do nothing with God's plan, man, or whatever. But hey, it is what it is. You can't roll over and just die with it. You gotta keep moving on. And I know for a fact, she would want me to continue on and do what we do.
Was pushing you to go shoot the episode when we shot Stitch. She was rushing you and pushing you out the hospital.
Yeah, for sure.
And for our viewers and for those who follow us, some know, some may not know, but I just want to, clear the air. Gregory, Jermaine, Mr. Walter, and all the individuals who love Lisa.
Jazz,
hey,
T.
if we started listing everybody who was impacted, man, that'll be 2 or 3 seasons.
My phone's still ringing, man, from people, man, just calling, pretty much saying, hey, man, that was my mom too.
Hey,
man, I got
when you live a life
that
preaches the obituary itself, that's all you have to do. I mean,
for sure.
We talk about it, we've heard about it, but some people you don't have to get up and preach over their bodies. So as I was gonna say, Mrs. Betty Jean Surgic. Okay. I might have to ask Pops. He German or I'm just saying that's a low country name.
North South Carolina.
But no, not it being a laughing matter, but when you know where a person is headed and where they are, then it makes it just, I guess, a little more bearable. I ain't gonna say easy, but bearable. But Auntie passed away on July 4th.
Yeah.
And was eulogized on July 6th, and so there was trying times for the Surgic Pops and the family, the Peterson family, the Cannon family, anyone related or just had interaction with her was impacted, man.
Same here community, man.
Yeah. I mean, it was
this cook-off thing, man. It's gonna be be different next year, man.
It is, and they did a great job of celebrating Nettie Mae. And I forgot the other young man name. I say young because
my man from P, man, used to have a little Monte Carlo. I can't think of his name.
Cutlass. That was a Cutlass.
Yeah, Cutlass. Yeah, the Cutlass. Yeah,
442 at that.
Yeah.
But so we tomorrow's not promised.
For sure.
Tomorrow's not promised.
Oh yeah.
And we have to make the best out of the things that we have in front of us. I think a lot of times it's easy to get caught up in complaining about what we don't have, not realizing what we do have.
Oh yeah,
and what people would do it changed places with you to be in the situation that you're in.
Yeah. No doubt.
And so I think we have alluded to things that we would like to label as what we can't control.
Oh yeah. But before you start that though, not that it's easy.
Yeah.
Or just making it easy or whatever, but like you kind of touched on earlier, man. Hey, when you know, and you know that where somebody's going, and if they don't get in,
ain't nobody
getting in. So you know what I'm saying. So it makes it a little easier.
So
man.
let me ask this, just to
it.
add some humor to the situation, because it's nothing funny about it. But again, you got to know who she was to be able to do that.
For sure.
But hey, you putting Auntie in the contest for, if it was some people, 10 people, they say, hey, they love God more. You putting her in the contest?
No, she ain't in that contest because she don't want that. She got that. Hey, I tell people all the time, man. They homeboy, hey,
come on, man.
She one of the closest one to God I know. So hey,
man,
I know she is.
So she at the table with him.
Oh yeah, she's sitting down talking to him
at the right hand of the Father.
Yeah,
okay,
for sure.
Okay,
ain't no doubt about it.
Hey, right there, like Jesus. If you know, I got this. If you need some help,
exactly. That's her. That's her. She trying to run some stuff up there, man. What up? But the thing is though, hey homeboy, if she ain't got in. And when I get up there, I need to talk to the Lord for a second, man. I need to talk to him. Yeah, we got to have a little. I got a couple questions for him.
Oh yeah, like hey, I just man, she still continues, even in her absence.
Oh yeah,
to share the loving spirit in the community, and just everything. And I think I mentioned it to you, but Devonda had called me when she went to on a trip, and she was like, hey, I need some pictures of Auntie because I want to get something made or whatever. And I was like, well, hey, I don't have any pictures. Like, I'll look, and I had some photos from
when we shot
the cook-off. From the cook-off.
Oh, okay.
And she was like, nah, I don't want, that's not the one. So I was like, oh, you know what? Well, the best thing to do, let me Google. So I Google Betty Jean Suji.
Yeah.
Hey, the first thing pop up is, hey, she's standing there with a box fan with Lexington County Sheriff Department, where it's they didn't donated fans and they getting fans to the elderly and the homeless, and I'm like, hey, what has she not done?
Yeah, Lexington County on speed dial.
Yeah, what has she not done, man? And just if you go through there's articles on her taking in kids and her helping out, and so man, just the impact that was made, everything that she did, everything that she stood for. Hey, just at the highest level. Man.
Phenomenal.
Just at the highest level. And
sure.
I thank you all, both you and Jermaine, for sharing a jewel like that. It's not easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. You retired. You got a couple dollars to save up. But hey, I just can't walk in your house and just take what I want to take. Yeah. But y'all willingness to share her and the love that she had for people, man. And you can see it in you all. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't want your head to get big, but I see a lot of her ways.
I told y'all on the podcast, man, everything I got, man, I got from her, man.
Yeah.
Everything.
You straight.
Everything I got from her.
You straight, then.
Yeah, I learned everything I know about, everything. Oh, yeah. Like I say about my wife, she know everything about nothing. Betty G know everything about everything.
Come on,
everything.
Man.
So, we good.
Yeah, that's what's up. But no, as I was saying earlier, those are things that we can't control.
Yeah.
Death is I think the Bible says death wears that sting. God coming back like a flood, man.
Oh yeah. Like a thief in the night.
That's it. So we all gonna answer. I always like to say it in a comical way, but that's a phone call we gonna get that we ain't gonna better send a voicemail.
Yeah.
You're gonna answer that call.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna have to say something. You're gonna have to do something, and as Shay Sharp said, you're gonna have to do something before do something, because that call is gonna come.
Wrong number, Lord. Wrong number.
Not wrong number.
Wrong number, Lord. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I'm pretty sure it's been plenty of people who, they wanted to. I ain't finished it yet, but when you think of the impact that your mom has made, I don't believe. But that's me. That's the difference between me and God is God don't think he me. Oh yeah. Right?
Yeah. Sure.
But
you think you God.
Sometimes. No, I mean that's all of us. But sometimes, I wonder what more of an impact that person could have made on earth. But then if God got somebody or something going on in heaven where, hey, he needed a planner or somebody to get some things together, hey, he gonna call them people who he want and who he need.
Oh yeah, that's a crazy question right there though, man.
Yeah.
What more of an impact could she have had here on earth? I think, man, just my motto is, hey, when your number up, your number up.
Yeah.
So you can't move forward and you can't move backwards. Hey, it's just your number. So with your number being up and your number being called, hey, God pretty much done said, hey, you done done everything I need you to do.
Everything I need you to do.
You done done it. So hey.
And I had a mentor in the military tell me that when your heroes die, that's an indication that it's your turn next. Not for you to die, but for you to become someone's hero.
Yeah, for sure.
And so, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you already someone's hero.
Yeah.
You got 3 kids and 2 grandchildren. You got a little brother and myself who, hey, I don't always act like it, but I think the world of you. But you know what I'm saying? You give me
what you was telling me about 30 minutes ago.
No, all behind the scenes. The followers and the viewers ain't ready for behind the scenes, man. Because this relationship is, you have to earn the right to be able to speak into somebody's life. So I don't let everybody talk to me the way that you talk to me.
It's a love-hate relationship.
I don't let everybody talk to me.
Man hate me 95% of the time.
man.
And I love him 100% of the time. But he don't act like it. But
I tried to feed you today, man.
That's why, my executive producer over there, man, me and him, we got to try to stick together because,
y'all don't stand a chance.
Yeah, I know. I
already don't stand a chance, man. Don't stand a chance.
We just take our little wins when we get them and celebrate them and that be.
Hey, I got you. But we ain't gonna, as the pastor say, we ain't gonna be before you long today, man. But we just on this generational conversations. Let's spend just a few seconds. We talked about what prompted the generational conversations, but the generation that we are in today, right? Because I remember once where I was my son's age.
Yeah.
And I looked at Uncle Dank. I looked at Calvin. I looked at Uncle George. I looked at all these men around me, and I didn't think at that moment that I would eventually one day be in their shoes.
Nah, you never think about that.
You don't focus on that. So if somebody would have said, hey, I'll tell my age. When somebody said, when you're 43 years old, what would you share with the younger generation coming behind you? Man, as they say, if I knew if I knew then what I know now.
Totally different, man.
Totally different. Yeah. So now we have this platform, whether you call it big or small. Hey, we owe it to our youngins. I forgot what I was watching just yesterday. It might have been a church service or whatever, but hey, they was talking about these chaps. I said, hey man, I ain't heard somebody call people these kids chaps in a while, but they was just saying, hey, what would we share with these children? If let's base it around the kids are getting ready to go back to school.
Okay.
Going back to college, going back to high school. Some are graduating this year, but just going back to school in general. We talked about briefly in the beginning something that we can't control, death. Yeah. Right? That's inevitable. We can't control it. But there are some things that we can control. And one of the things that we have learned is the acronym EARTH. Yeah. Right? Whether it be sports, whether it be classroom, whether it be anything, just life.
Yeah, life pretty much.
Just life.
Life, period. Respect, just being in the streets, whatever you can control, some stuff.
Some things that we're gonna help, this younger generation. And it may help some elderly people who never thought about it this way. But one of the first things that we know that you can control, if we take the word earth and break it down, the first thing is you can control your effort.
Yeah, for sure. You can definitely control your effort, what you putting in and from a man Inky. It goes back pretty much to the Bible or whatever, man. Because they say you reap what you sow. So whatever you put in,
Oh yeah.
You know, the effort that you put in, that's gonna be the effort
That's
you're
what
gonna
you're gonna
get
get out. You know,
Yeah.
if you save $100,000,
Yeah.
you're gonna be able to go get $100,000 out.
Exactly.
You know, if you
Exactly.
you plant corn, you expect the harvest of corn to come up.
Exactly. Exactly.
So whether it be your marriage, whether it be just a dating relationship,
Yeah.
the job that you work on, but i.e. mainly yourself.
Oh yeah.
The effort
Most
you
definitely.
do to take care of yourself, and that's one thing you have motivated me to do. Now, mind you, coming from a military background,
Yeah.
I done ran and push-ups and sit-ups and all that kind of stuff. But when I got out, I was like, man, if I don't ever have to go back and do that stuff again, I'm
yeah,
good.
for sure.
Until here recently, I've been having some little headaches.
Yeah.
And, you know, shout out to Marcus Chestnut. He got us out there walking like we plum fools. And, hey, by the way, anybody that's interested, willing, we try to make sure we be out there on Monday mornings by 7:30, rain, weather permitting.
Yeah.
But you can join us. We're going to have some free giveaways coming soon.
For
But
sure.
one of the things that we can control is the amount of effort that we put into something, man.
And my homeboy B, he always tell me, man, about one of his mottos is health is wealth or whatever.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you taking care of your body gonna take care of you, and it's gonna last you a long time or whatever. So, you know, like I say, we do Monday mornings, we do the little walk. We trying to stretch it out to, you know, other mornings, but somebody got a job, and a job ain't nothing but work, man. So
Man. But
it is what it is. But
But it's funny you say that though, because we talk about effort, right? And you're 56, 55, 45, 22.
yeah.
Hey,
Definitely.
you have reached the age to where if you look at what society says, you're not supposed to be retired.
In all actuality.
Yeah. But the effort that you gave, the effort that you put in, hey, you can talk about us people who gotta work or got a job because you said it ain't nothing but work.
Yeah, it ain't number work.
So when you sitting home during the day calling me, hey, fussing at me, getting on me, giving me a hard time.
About why the Clippers I can't hear the Clippers.
You can't hear the Clippers. The first conversation, it ain't no, hey, Cornelius, hey, what's up? How you doing? This, hey, homeboy, you cutting today? I don't hear no Clippers.
Yeah.
I got noise cancellation on my phone, Greg.
Okay, then.
Because, you know, I have to conduct business from time to time while I'm still working.
That.
So,
I understand
okay.
that,
But no, your effort played out in your favor.
Yeah, exactly.
For you to be
and
able
it wasn't, not that it was planned like that, but like you say, it worked out for me because of the fact of the matter that
it was God's plan.
Yeah, God's plan. Yeah. Exactly. And I had no intentions on retiring early. Like, just say day one when I was 22, 23 or whatever. No intentions on retiring early and all that stuff, whatever. But back to Bianchi Hunter again, man. Me and him would sit down and talk or whatever. And we'd be like, hey, man, God don't want us to work till we 70 and retire and then, you know, live 5-6 more years or whatever. Hey, he wants you to
enjoy. It says heaven on
life.
earth.
Yeah. Enjoy life. You know,
I think the prayer says
your latter years.
On earth as it is in heaven.
Yeah, exactly.
So we leave that part out, man.
Exactly. We don't even think about it. Not that we leave it. We say it
subconsciously.
But we don't say it.
Like,
I say it and mean it.
You know, 72, 65, whenever you can draw Social Security, and Social Security is not retirement, by the way, and that's a whole nother generational conversation.
Exactly.
But you can always control your effort, man, and so your effort has paid off, and there's many other examples, but that's just one good example you know, you're a living witness of it. If you don't let people tell you what you can and cannot do, they might can outwork you. They might be faster than you, they might be bigger than you, they might be smarter than you, whatever, but they don't have to outwork you. And that's something that I've tried to tell CJ on the basketball court a lot. And by the way, this past weekend, he gave me all of that. I had a proud dad moment, man. Those kids, they played, man. They played. They was down 17-3, if I'm not mistaken, and dug themselves out of a hole against a very good team. It wasn't just a very good team. Not only did they dug themselves back, but it was a team effort. Speaking of which, and they fell short at the very last second of the game and lost by 2 or 3, but. You know, it was just the effort that they put forth, man.
See, that's how I used to tell Cam all the time, man. When you in here, and most kids these days, they normally playing the game or, you know, just laying around. They getting up at 12, 1 o'clock in the day during the summertime, whatever. And I used to have to tell them all the time, hey, man, homeboy, why you not getting up till 10, somebody done got up at 8 and they working.
Yeah.
You know, so they effort. They already got 2 hours on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They already got 2 hours on you. So now you playing catch up and you will never catch up or whatever. So that effort you need to put towards something that, you know, if you want to be great at this, you need to put that effort towards being great at whatever, you know, like a CJ, for instance, man, you know, he got, man, bright kid, want to do a lot of stuff, man, whatever, but he got to put that effort towards the stuff he want to do, not towards all this other stuff or whatever, man, you know, that's not adding up to nothing, man, or whatever, you know, and the same thing with all kids, man, or whatever. Some want to be just, Ayana, she want to be a nurse.
Yeah.
Probably gonna be a great nurse or whatever, just talking to her, man, whatever. So, with her putting the effort she putting in, you know, getting good grades and, doing,
she's a CNA now.
Yeah, CNA,
all the
you know,
things that it take
stuff,
to
man.
get to that. Yeah.
Exactly. She putting that effort in to do that, man. So it's gonna drive her and push her to be probably maybe a doctor or something, man. You never know or whatever, man. But you got to put that effort in, and like we started out talking about, you can control that. She can control, you know, what she's doing with this right here or whatever, man.
It ain't. You can't blame no one else.
Yeah, you can't blame nobody else. But
you can't blame a coach, a boss man, a spouse, an organization leader, whatever. You cannot blame them for your effort. That's on you.
Exactly. And I tell Cam all the time, man, whatever. When we used to go to the plate playing ball or whatever, so he would be like, you know, the umpire this, the umpire that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was like, homeboy, that's on you. You can't let him control what you do at the plate or whatever.
Exactly.
So, you know, it might be a bad pitch or, you know, just something like that right there, but you got to control that, man. Yeah. You got to give your effort, put the time in, put the work in or whatever, so that, don't give him the final say on what's going to happen behind the plate or whatever. You just got to control that.
So with the effort, right, you put in the right effort. In order to put in the right effort, I think it's a good space to jump to the next one is attitude. You know, we said we're going to use the acronym, you know, Earth, E, then your A. Yeah. So your attitude, that's another thing that, you know.
You can control
You can control that. Yeah. And a lot of us.
Sometimes it get away from, you know, or whatever. But, you know, you got to try to stay. And I tell you all the time, man, you got to try to stay even keel, man. You can't go out to left field, man, and just be out there in left field doing what you want to do, man.
Hey, left field is very comfortable for me at times, though. And I'm not going to use PTSD as an excuse, but our attitude. How did Dion say? Not Dion. One of my little gurus that I follow, but I think he might have said. Your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude.
Yeah, for sure.
So it don't matter how smart you are at times, but if you have the right attitude, that's going to affect how high you can go. Exactly. And so it's easy to catch a bad attitude.
Oh, yeah.
Over the smallest little thing. And I, you know, again, for anybody who has PTSD, I'm your advocate. Because it's a real thing. You joke with me sometimes, and sometimes I tell you, like, man, brother, I really don't know how to personally control it. Yeah. But I try my very best to identify when it's getting out of hand.
Oh yeah. And I had to learn just talking like we said every day, and you know, seeing each other all the time, whatever. I had to learn that pretty much it is a real thing, because I've heard it for like years or whatever. You know, people, they just throw that out there because they've been in the military, and, you know, they might have seen this or seen that, whatever. And you know, it wasn't like something that I thought was real. Yeah. But I've come to the conclusion that it is a real thing. It does, you know, it does exist. Yeah. Or whatever. And you know, because me personally, I've never been in the Army or anything like that, man, whatever, you know. I probably seen some, you know, horrific things or whatever, but I just try to stay even keel, and that's what I be trying to get you to. Just stay even keel, man. Well, or whatever. And it's not like me saying it now,
Yeah.
I see and I've learned that it ain't that easy to do, man. Not just only for you, but for anybody.
Well,
man,
in on your behalf, attitudes are contagious. You have to ask
Yeah.
yourself, is yours worth catching?
Oh, yeah.
And so your attitude, in my opinion, is worth catching.
Yeah.
So I try to put myself around like-minded people
Yeah.
or people that can help me go to a higher level. Not that I'm trying to use a person, right? But I'm trying to be around individuals that they understand where I'm trying to go. And in the midst of where I'm trying to go, they're trying to go somewhere as well. So go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was gonna tell you something about like a off camera because I thought about it when I was on the way over here. But off camera, I need you to remind me to tell you about something that I need you to do one full day. I need you to do something for me, just one full day. But go ahead. And then like the attitude, man. I should tell people all the time, like Cam play baseball, so coaches, scouts, all that, man, whatever. Hey, they look at kids' attitude. They want to see how you gonna react when you strike out.
Yeah.
How you gonna react when you hit a home run.
Yeah.
How you gonna react when you miss a ball. How you gonna react. So that attitude, like you just said, it's either gonna take you up or it's gonna bring you down. So you can control your attitude. And I try to teach him to stay even keel. I told CJ many a times or whatever, just watching him play ball, man, whatever, he'll miss a shot and he'll, just clap his hands or, just make this gesture or whatever. And I was like, hey, man, I tell him all the time, homeboy, you not me. You not going to make every shot, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I made every shot or whatever. So, you going to miss some shots. You
and he did that this weekend.
Yeah.
He came out and hit 2 threes back to back.
Yeah.
I was like, why did he take them shots till they hit the bottom of the net?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. Then when he took one, he was like, I'm like,
that's him.
Like,
man, homeboy, you're not going to make every shot like me, CJ.
Yeah.
You ain't like that, man. I'm like that.
But I think the coach from UConn, Gino, Coach Gino, a lot of respect for him. But one of the things he said that when he's recruiting, he's looking at not what a player does on the court, but what you're doing when you're on the bench.
Exactly.
And I that's like, as you said this weekend, and I'm gonna give CJ his credit. He came back and apologized because he was expecting Dad to be a coach from the sideline.
Yeah,
but I think, and we'll have to check with him. I think I've graduated to a good fan, right? Because this weekend, normally he starts.
Yeah.
Normally he start. This weekend, for whatever reason, he didn't start any of the games. He still contributed. He still did what he needed to do. But I missed both games Saturday. So the first game Sunday, when I saw the starting lineup, I was like, okay, it ain't like they put someone out there that's not at his level or lower, and I'm like, what's going on? I just say, I'm going to respect what the coach got going on. I ain't going to inquire about it. But I just quickly text him like, yo, I'm proud of you because, one, you're not starting, but you could have just been like, but the coach was still tapping him like, yo, take charge of, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, talk to the player. The coach still wanted him to be a leader and to convince the guys like, hey, we got to do what we got to do. And so he still took on that role when some kids would have just been like, I ain't starting. You let somebody else do it.
Man, y'all go ahead,
so,
man.
Yeah,
that attitude.
He had a great attitude.
Going to drop you down or whatever. And, you talking about not starting, coming off the bench. Kevin Durant, man, came off the bench yesterday and dropped 21 in the first half.
Lit him up.
So, you ain't always got to start.
It's not, and that's exactly what I heard the coach tell them after the game. They lost the championship game in the last few seconds. So CJ doesn't even realize this. And when he watches the episode or goes back and edit, probably watch it because I'm going to do the editing. But long story, CJ.
Yeah, don't worry.
But the beginning of the season, AAU season this year, the very first game that they played, the game came down to CJ taking the winning shot, hit the back of the rim, hit the front of the rim, hit the backboard, and bounced out. And they lost by 1 point to his old team, the Carolina Pistons.
Yeah.
Yesterday's season game, last game of the season, ball in his hand. All of us parents, fans, saw the foul. The guy reaches around him to try to steal from behind. That whole, I'm going to reach, I'm not going to play defense. he clearly slapped my man arm. Ball hits up off his arm. He was looking to take that half court shot. I saw it in his eye when he lifted his head up, but because of the way the ball was hit, he didn't get a chance to pull off the shot. But him and I hadn't had that conversation yet, but I needed him to know, like, this season started with you and it ended with you, but it's not about you.
Yeah.
But most of the season, I would say the majority of the season that I witnessed, he had the right attitude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He had the right attitude. And he can get a little cocky at times. He can get a little,
sure.
hey, they trash, and then you get out there on the court and it don't match up. But in terms of leading the team, man, that attitude is something that, like you said, we can control it. It's important.
Oh, yeah.
And we got to make sure that we keep that in mind.
Oh, yeah.
Keep that in mind at all times. And so for those who know how to spell Earth, E, the A, the next one is the R. And it's funny because we just talked with JP about this. And, hey, your R is your response.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How do you respond to whatever situation? And if I could use a perfect example, I'm proud of you as a big brother. I'm proud of you as a leader of your family. I'm proud of you more so as a son. Not my son, but, because the way I saw you and JP respond to Auntie's death, it gave me hope. Because I have witnessed other people lose their loved ones, i.e. my wife. And I know she has her moments at times, right?
Jen Edwards.
I don't know, because I haven't lived through a situation. You can't say what you will or won't do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But in the back of my mind, up until July 4th through July 6th, the only thing I was thinking, if that was ever to happen to me, man, I wouldn't be able to function. Like, there is no way for you to be able to function. But you have given me and shown me how I'm in control of my response to a situation.
Yeah, for sure. But
talk to me a little bit about that.
But not the fact that, I'm just well, you are in control of your response. Yeah. That's no question or whatever. You respond however you respond or whatever, man, whatever. However you choose to respond, that's how you respond or whatever. But with me and JP, man, I feel like we pretty much we seen the lightning and the thunder and stuff before the storm.
Okay.
To say pretty much the state that she was in or whatever, we had done did what we were supposed to do, man. And that's part of it right there, man. If you do what you're supposed to do what you think you should do, man, homeboy, you'll be, not that you'll be fine with it, you're gonna have questions for God, man, or whatever, but your response will be good or whatever. Yeah. And that was my whole thing, man, whatever. I felt like man, I did what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
I was like not that. And I'll tell you like I told everybody else, man, because everybody was like, hey, Greg, you good. 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 It's like, hey, yeah, man, I'm good, man. Because of the fact of the matter that, I put Betty Jean in the hands of the Lord. Yeah. So, me putting her in the hands of the Lord, so I said, Lord, it's your will. So, if you send her back, I'm good. I'll be grateful. Yeah. But if, you take her on, I'll still be grateful. Yeah. Or whatever, because I know what she was, what she is, and what she was gonna be. So my response was, of course, man. And I'm not gonna say, like how you just said, or whatever. You don't know whether you can handle it or not, or whatever. Not that, just taking it one day at a time, doing the best I can do. And yesterday Reb was preaching, and I was back in the back of the church or whatever, and he looked back there, and he saw it plenty of times, head down, just in a mess or whatever. And it's gonna be days like that. But my response at that time was, man, it is what it is. It's nothing. For sure, if I could bring her back right now, she'll be back. But the thing is, like I've heard old people say, how many people that just want to come back?
Yeah.
Or that's been back or whatever. So,
well, something that you just said and also demonstrated is that if you put it in the hands of God,
you got
then He's going to give you the response that you needed,
and that's what He done.
But if you don't, then you're going to get a knee-jerk reaction. Because there's a difference between a response and a reaction.
Yeah. And what you saying that, it's going to be, like you just said, if you put it in the hands of the Lord, he going to give you the response that you need to move on. But if you just, don't put it in his hand, it's going to be your response.
Your reaction.
And your reaction.
Yeah.
And it ain't nothing going to be good about that, man.
Because when I got the phone call from you, you was at the hospital and come see Auntie. Hey,
man,
I was a mess.
This dude, man.
I wouldn't know him.
Coming over there for support, and this dude come over there,
a complete mess.
Yeah.
Complete mess. Because as I said, and I shared with you and JP, when you really, 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 truly care about someone,
too much,
and love someone, you hate to see them in what you consider.
Yeah.
Me, I considered it to be a helpless situation.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything that I could say or do or fix or pay somebody or like. Let's be truthful. Like JP, we known as the hustle people. If they can't get it done, it can't be done in a sense. So for me, it was more along the lines of, ain't no doctor I can come over here and holler at. Ain't no lawyer that I can call.
They gave him every dime.
Ain't no
every dime. I
don't have no retired military colonel or general. Somebody that I can get. Hey, y'all need to get over here and fix this. So when I walked in, it was like, my focus wasn't on even whether or not y'all was okay, because I wasn't okay. But then when I came from back there and spent some visiting time with her, she rubbed my hand enough to let me know, hey,
for sure,
y'all gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Just take care of my boys. So for me, y'all being the bigger brothers, the way that I take care of y'all is just, hey, let me keep being me and giving these cats something to deal with, because it'll take their mind off of it. But y'all response was...
Yeah. And see, like, before you got there, in all actuality, pretty much, not that we was in a mess, we was in a state of unknown, really.
Yeah.
But then, like, you came, and you pretty much made it worse, to be honest with you. You pretty much made it worse. But then my homegirl came over there, Inez, man. Inez White, man. She came over there.
Shout out to, we can't
Inez
call
White.
her nickname, because that we might offend some people.
Okay.
We might offend some people if we call her.
Everybody know who she is.
She got something for sale.
Oh, yeah.
Legally, she got stuff for sale.
Yeah, legally,
you know what I'm saying?
If you need something. Sell it. And we'll
if you need something, we might put up. No, we ain't going to put a picture
she got
it.
She got it. If she ain't got it, she can get it. But, man, she came over there, man, and she act like the Inez White from day one.
Yeah.
When I first met her, man, and she a person that has not met a stranger. And she pretty much put the whole family, man, in
back together.
Yeah, a good mindset, man, a good state, man.
She picked my heart and my feelings and everything I was dealing with. She picked it up because I couldn't stop laughing because,
man, she selling my man stuff out there in Lexington County Medical, a hospital parking lot. She out there.
I thought she was joking.
No, man.
So she pulls around in her 1500 Suburban or whatever it was that she was driving, and I was just joking. I was like, hey, if you got some sheets in there, my daughter finna go to college. Hey, she needs some sheets.
Oh, I got them.
She stopped, get out the car, pop the trunk. Hey, you talking about these sheets right here?
Yeah,
I'm like,
I got them. Vacuum cleaners.
What's the likelihood of you having these sheets in there?
Yeah.
She was like, hey, if I ain't got them, hey, just go to my consignment store.
Yeah.
Hey, tell them I sent you. Shout out to Inez, man.
Inez White, man. That's my dog.
Hey, that's hustle, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the hustle, man. But she got another name, but we can just say the hustle woman.
Yeah, we don't want to offend nobody.
Yeah.
You got to get in the family and learn her, and then you'll pick up on her nickname. But until then, get with us, because we know somebody.
Oh, yeah.
that knows somebody.
Exactly.
But
and if they ain't got it, if she ain't got it, she can get it.
And if they can't get it, it can't be got.
Yeah, exactly.
But again, responses. It was just. I could say I made it worse. I know I did.
But you can control it though.
Yeah,
man.
you can control.
That's something else you can control your response, man. Whatever.
But being able to control your response, being able to control your attitude, all that takes effort.
Yeah, exactly.
It takes effort. So if you want to control any of these other things that we are going to talk about, it starts with your effort. You have to make a conscious effort to be able to control those things. And like I said, your attitude is after effort. Your response is after your response is after attitude, and then the next thing is your thoughts.
Yeah.
Now, I'll be the first to tell you, man.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, I'm horrible at this. Even with a master's degree in psychology, even with all the leadership books that I have read and can quote backwards and forwards, and all the mentoring that I try to do, man, your thought life has to be as healthy, or if not healthier, than your actual physical healthiness life. Because a lot of people lose in their mind before they lose in their health. When we think of cancer patients or patients in hospitals and anywhere where they receive information about life-threatening illnesses, if they don't have the proper thought life, you're doomed right there.
Yeah.
You know,
you actually are doomed if you don't have the right just thought process or whatever. But I going back to you or whatever, and I told you what we had the discussion a couple weeks ago, man, whatever, and I just told you, you with all your degrees and just all this stuff, man, whatever. My personal opinion about you, you just care too much, man.
Yeah.
You just care too much, and it's not a bad thing, but you know what I'm saying.
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword or whatever.
It's
man.
gonna cut through what it needs to cut through.
Yeah.
But it's also a tendency to, when you put that sword back in, if you don't put it correct back in the correct way, you're gonna cut yourself.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And and me and Mama done said about JP, baby Jesus all the time, man. Whatever. The dude don't care about nothing.
Yeah,
he don't care about nothing, man.
And he has a way of being able to show that without offending anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's not a disrespectful. Hey, I don't care. It's just hey, I call him about something. He be like, hey, Cornelius, hey.
Yeah.
Man, I don't care nothing about that,
man.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't care nothing. Like, hey, I'm like, you don't. Hey,
Yeah.
Cornelius, man. Hey, listen.
Oh, yeah.
And it goes back. Our thought life, for a lot of people, goes back to the environment you were raised in, your experiences in life, and again, it takes that effort to control your thought life. And in the military, we had something called GIGO. Garbage in, garbage out.
Oh, yeah.
So if you put a bunch of garbage into your head, then that's what's going to come out when you need it to refrain from. It's one of the main reasons why they really want to put a ban on TikTok. Because there's some positivity that comes out of TikTok. But let's think about it. What sells in this world now? Chaos, drama, messiness, and all that kind of stuff.
And you're just thinking, to me, man, and I'm not on TikTok. I'm not knocking TikTok because my wife has got some positive stuff off of TikTok.
Yeah.
But my one negative would be that, man, it's just too time consuming because you see people.
It's addictive.
You just sitting there on TikTok and just say, because I used to have, I still do, have Instagram and Twitter and Facebook or whatever. And that take up enough of my time doing nothing.
Yeah.
And like we talking about now. You don't get it back. Yeah, you don't get it back. And it's pretty much controlling your thoughts. And going to my sister, Tina Hinton, the Sunday school teacher, man,
Mo.
Mo, my prayer warrior, man. Hey, me and her, we was doing a podcast that got me started, and we was like talking about the fact of the matter today, the stuff that you put in your body, or the stuff that you put in your mind, put in your mouth or whatever, that's what's gonna come out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can eat just say you eat steak or corn or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much potatoes and broccoli not gonna come out or whatever.
Hey, shout out to Jamal, bro. When I was living with him, I got to make a little quick because you brought that up. Hey, Jamal, I cooked some corn. Jamal looked at me and said, "Hey, homeboy, I don't eat corn." So why you don't eat corn? Because my body don't digest it.
so that's what's coming out.
Yeah, that's what's coming out. He said, I don't have time to be looking about that.
If you put all this negative stuff in your thought process, you're going to have negative thoughts coming out. But if you put positive thoughts in there, you're going to have positive thoughts coming out, man.
Which is why I wake up every morning, that God wakes me up. While I'm taking a shower, while I'm getting dressed, I'm either listening to Inky Johnson, some motivational speech by Steve Harvey. I'm listening to E.T. Lately, I've been listening to my man David Shans from the podcast. I'm listening to something positive. Like, I'm just like I told you before earlier this season on one of the episodes. I'm on Inky right now, man, and so listening to Inky and Oak, it helps me be as positive as I choose to be, because I can say as I can, because as I choose to be, but I have to do a better job of controlling my thoughts. And this isn't a justification or an excuse. I'm just sharing with you how PTSD shows up in my life on a consistent basis. It could be something as I'm having a conversation with my wife. Perfect example.
Put your mic down, something, man.
Oh, perfect example. Yeah. Yesterday, I'm after the game, tell the boys, hey, I'm gonna get y'all something to eat, man. Well, not something to eat. I'm gonna get y'all something to drink, right? And so we pull up to the gas station. CJ was about to get out. I'm like, nah, stay in the car. I don't like the environment that we in. My senses are in heightened anxiety. Hey, stay in the car with your mom, and you and Mario protect my queen till I come back. I grab y'all something to drink. So I go in here, baby, you want anything? She's like, hey, give me the little Oreos, the hard ones. Cool. So I go in there, store. The line is long. So I'm already, boom, thought process. Man, what's taking these people so long? So I ain't controlling my thoughts at the time.
Not at all.
Now my attitude is horrible. Yeah. Right?
Change.
My response to all of this is like, man, if they don't, but I'm like, I got to get these kids some Gatorade replenished because they sweating and cramping up. So I grab the Oreos, get to the counter. I done paid for everything. And just as soon as I paid and walk out the door, I'm feeling so much better because I'm like, man, I done sat through all of that. I feel like I'm getting ready to be a hero. I get in the truck, I hand the boys, they drink. I hand my wife these Oreos, and she's like, what's this? This ain't what I asked for. Okay. You said the Oreos, the hard ones. She was like, but that's not, you want me to go? No, don't worry about it. I just don't want it. Like, okay, did I do something wrong? Am I, I'm just, but she was like, nah, that's not. So I'm like, I'm stuck. So for people who have PTSD, and PTSD is not just a military thing, right? Yeah. For me and other people, not all, but some people who get PTSD, it's a thing of getting stuck in a particular moment that you keep reliving. So for me, that's why I have to have closure sometimes on most things, because I'm like, so what did I do wrong? She's like, you ain't do nothing wrong. Like you just that's not what I asked for. So what is Oreo the hard ones? So all the way from Broad River to Batesburg, Leesville, I'm wondering, hey, what's
that ain't what I'm gonna do.
What? But I got it. So guess what? 3-4 hours later, I'm still stuck.
Nah.
So I'm like, hey, what is the Oreos? And I think CJ was the one that told me, he was like, Dad, Mom wanted the chocolate chip cookies with the M&Ms in it, but the small ones.
She wanted what now?
The Oreo cases. No. Because she came back and told me she said, I wanted the cookies that CJ and Ayana eat up all the time at the house. Okay. We don't have the cakes at the house, but it's the chocolate chip cookies that she gets in a little mixed bag with the little different, it might come with some whatever, but it's a variety, and it has those are the ones that she wanted. But she said,
so it's Oreos?
No, they're chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, for real? Oh, okay.
They're chocolate chip cookies. But she said Oreo.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling like a complete, not something that's small as me getting the wrong cookie. But because of what I heard, I'm feeling like a failure. And my whole entire afternoon yesterday.
No, not doing that.
Horrible.
You know how I would have saw that, man?
What's that?
When Michelle would have said, hey, get me some Oreos, and I got the Oreos, and I get back in the car, hey, get them the drinks and stuff, whatever. And she's like, hey, what's that? Hey, I don't want that. Hey, what you mean? You asked for Oreos, that's what I got or whatever. Well, no, I ain't mean Oreos. This what I wanted. I wanted this, that, the other, whatever. Hey, crop my truck up, put it in dry, and start eating them Oreos, and I'm going down the road, man.
But
that's how you got to get, though. You got to get like that.
I got to work on that.
Yeah, you got to get like that. Cause
you talking about thought process, though. My thought process was, how did I fail on something as simple as getting the right cookie?
Like I said earlier.
And
left field.
But listen, from that, it took me all the way back to the mistakes I made in the military.
Nah, you can't.
It took me.
You got to forget about all that, man.
So
Hey, it's in the seal for the
sea of forgetfulness.
Yeah, it's in that sea or whatever.
Hey,
See,
that was on exit 68. I was on exit 65
hey, but
yesterday.
homeboy, you done got off on 44 and turned around and went back to 65,
Bad.
whatever. Hey, man, homeboy, no,
Badly,
man.
but
Yeah.
So just controlling the thought,
And you got control over that.
And
like we're
afterwards,
talking about, you got control over
afterwards, you know, when I finally grasped the concept.
What's that?
Probably an hour or so before you and JP showed up today, I was on my therapy call with the therapist. I explained it to him, right? And he told me the exact same thing. He was like, Cornelius, do you think that you overthought about anything?
Yeah, for sure.
And I said, yes, sir. And his exact words or question to me was, well, what does the Bible say about thinking? Mm-hmm. And of course I knew, I think it's in Philippians 4, or it's in Philippians, but it says, think on these things, whatever's pure, whatever's, you know, all these different things you're supposed to think on. And I know the verse, man, I wasn't nowhere near that. And so when he said it to me, I was at the bank. I just sat there like, okay.
But see, and then what we think, what we're talking about now are pretty much whatever, the acronym EARTH or whatever. Yesterday you went away from all of that.
All
man.
of it.
You went away from all of
I
that.
I gave extreme effort on trying to figure out something that wasn't meant to be figured out.
Exactly.
So effort.
But you gave the wrong effort. Though.
Yeah, I gave the effort was.
That effort they ain't gonna help
I bought
you
gas when it was a diesel, and I poured the gas in the diesel and tore it all up.
Your motor shut down,
man.
Yeah,
motor shut down. And so these thoughts, man, your thought life can be
it can be a great thing, it can be a negative thing.
Exactly.
Man. Yeah,
exactly.
It can be a great thing. Whatever. You just gotta try to stay, in the positive thinking process, man, or whatever, because the negative thinking process, man, again,
it's
I hate
easy.
to keep, it's
the media is feeding that.
Yeah, it's so easy, and then like I say, man, it'll take you in left field, and you out there in left field by yourself, man. Everybody else, the ball in right field, and you out there in left field, looking for the ball, man. The ball ain't over there. It ain't gonna be over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it is what it is, and I've learned, through my homeboy, man, whatever. It's a process.
Yeah.
It ain't no, we're going to figure it out today. We're going to figure it out tomorrow. It's a process, man.
I think the Bible says, so as a man thinketh.
Yeah.
As a man thinketh, so is he.
Yeah, exactly.
And man, I can quote the Bible.
Oh, yeah.
I can quote some of these scholarly articles in the literature. But here's the thing. Having the right tools and using the right tools at the right time is what separates you.
Oh, yeah.
And makes you able to be cool-headed and
Oh,
level.
yeah.
And you've mastered that.
Not that I've mastered it, man. But
you're comfortable in using the right tools and
Exactly.
things. So for me, I'm like, as they say, if you see every problem if you see, how does it go? If the only tool you have in your toolbox is a hammer, then you'll see every problem as a nail.
Yeah.
And again, understanding that, educated about it, and sometimes, like yesterday, I took the hammer out. I was trying to put that screw in that wall with a hammer.
And then you pretty much gave me the hammer, or no, you didn't give me the hammer. You suggested that I come get the hammer and use the hammer, and they left me on the side of the road for 6-7 hours.
Are you referring to yesterday when the tire?
Yeah, when I had a flat tire or whatever yesterday, man, the man, he called me, he offered some help or whatever, but he should have just came and got me. That's what I probably would have did, came and got him or whatever. But I'm just playing. But no, the thing is,
listen, because I'm gonna get stuck there. Right here. I'm gonna get stuck there.
That's why I stopped it right there. But no, the thing is, I'm piggybacking on this hammer thing because I had a jack, but the jack I had, it probably would have worked. It just would have took me longer. Yeah. So I went and got a floor jack. Yeah. I had a floor jack. Went and got the floor jack. Got the car, got the truck jacked up, got the lugs off or whatever. So now I got to get the spare tire down. And everybody that has a Chevrolet, the spare tire is up under the truck. Yeah. So you got to get this long pole, a nowadays you have to use your key to open up this hole in the back of your truck, stick the pole in this hole, and you wind the tie down.
Yeah.
So we trying to wind the tie down, it's not working. And I mean, we struggling. I got Pop out there, he trying to wind the tie down. So I said, you know what, bump that, man. Let's just get your spare tie, because it'll fit on my truck too. So we trying to wind his tie down now. It's still not working, man, whatever. So, I'm on YouTube, everything, you know.
So why didn't you call me?
Because, I didn't think that, I didn't call you for the simple fact of the matter that I was like, if we can't get the tie down, he already done said, he don't really know how to get his spare tie down on his truck. Yeah. So I was like, we don't need me calling him. But what I did was, I said, you know what? This person here does this all the time.
Yeah.
He gets he changed tires, he fixed tires and all that. So I called Tiger West.
Yeah.
Shout out to Big Daddy Tire.
Yeah.
Hey man,
I
called him. Yeah, I called him and he was like, no man, you got to make sure it's up in there right, and you got to do this, do that, whatever. He was like, where you at? So I tell him I'm at 10, 15 minutes later. He come there, 5 minutes,
tie down.
Yeah, he got the tie down. We had the right tool. Mm-hmm. We was just using it the wrong way. Or whatever. He got the tie down, man, whatever. So, the service charge
stop
on
right
that
there,
Sunday.
stop right there. So the analogy and the way that you just delivered that, I'm gonna talk, Pastor Robertson. If you're looking at this, here's the man ready to preach his trial sermon. The title of the sermon is the right tool at the right time. But you just basically gave the whole concept.
Using it
the wrong way. You just basically gave the concept on this thought pattern. Because we have good thoughts, we have bad thoughts. And it be sometimes the right thoughts, but we use it the wrong way.
We use it the wrong way, man. Or whatever. And pretty much a Big Daddy,
save your life.
I might be looking for a job. Because man, what he done did to me today, I need some financial help right now.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Big Daddy,
So he came out there.
Oh yeah.
But you had to go back and see him today.
Oh yeah, I had to go back and see him today. Yeah.
But now you need people like that in this world,
exactly.
Man.
I appreciate the man, because normally people, man, a lot of I'm not gonna say normal people, but a lot of people, they not gonna stop what they doing to try to come help you, man.
Not on no Sunday afternoon.
Not on no Sunday afternoon,
after
man,
6.
Yeah, exactly.
I offer, because I don't want nobody to think that
no,
this is my brother. But I was like,
I knew if I would have called him and said, "Hey, Cornelius, come up here, man, and do this right here. Help me do this right here, whatever, man." But
you made me feel like yesterday you had it under control.
Yeah, I thought I did.
And I was still, I ain't gonna lie, I was still stuck because man, you know me. What's my peaceful place?
Yeah,
I'm gonna get out there on that lawnmower. Man.
Oh yeah.
And even when I got the lawnmower, my thought process was still like,
because you the tire had went flat.
The tire went flat on the lawnmower. So
and that was another reason why I didn't call. Again, I was like, he going through that. So
God's plan. Now that you brought that up, yesterday I had the right thoughts, but I was using them wrong, man. Yeah. Because my tire went flat on the front of my lawnmower, and I'm like, what in the world? I reached down there and pulled the plug all the way out. I was like, I did.
So you flattened your tire.
Pretty much. It's flat right now. I'm going to have to take it and get Tiger to plug it before I can cut grass again.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, I might be able to do it myself.
Yeah. I done paid him, so you good for the, when this month over with, man? How many more days
tomorrow?
Tomorrow the last
No, we got 2 more days.
You need to go, because I told him I done paid the rent there for the rest of the month.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I done paid the rent there for the rest of the month. Yeah.
But no. So effort, attitude, response, our thoughts, and the last one is habits, man.
Man, yeah. Habits is key, and it's a big thing.
Yeah, you definitely can control your habits.
Yeah,
but you gotta control the good habits. Well, I take that back.
You gotta control the bad habits.
You gotta control the bad habits. You need to control both, but you gotta gain control and let the bad habits know that you're in charge.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
because and it's not easy to do.
No, it's not. It's not, because I got, like you said, I got a habit of going in the left field, knowing that a lot of times the balls are hitting the right field.
The ball ain't out there.
Yeah,
you out there looking for it or whatever.
And the habits can lead to, you can have a habit of having bad responses.
Yeah.
You can have a habit of having bad thoughts.
Bad attitude.
And you can have a habit of not giving any effort.
Yeah.
So you have to.
It all works hand in hand, man.
Yeah.
Just thinking about it all works hand in hand.
And in all my psychology studying classes, I've never heard a professor say it, but I've always heard people around the world of psychology say it. If you do anything for 21 days, it becomes a habit, right? And I think a lot of people take that notion or that saying and look at it as, well, I can just do X, Y, and Z, and now it's a habit. When, you got to do the right things.
Yeah.
So you can establish the right habits.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you call out of work for 21 days straight, you're going to have a habit of not having a job, man.
No, you're not going to have a habit of not having a job. You're not going to have a job.
Yeah. So it's about establishing the right habits and putting those habits into place for you because it is something that you can control.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like, just thinking about it, I had got into the habit of pretty much walking.
Yeah.
So I'm going to the track and I'm walking, just exercising, just trying to do something, whatever. So then, I got, you join in, Chestnut join in.
Yeah.
So we got into the habit of walking a couple of days a week or whatever. Chestnut was actually on a challenge.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I don't even know whether he won or not. I need to check with him.
But he's done it long enough to now, like, if it's over, he went today.
Exactly. Well, he went early. He was actually at work and he went this morning or whatever. At work or whatever, and it's become a habit. And to say that's a good habit, yes, that would be a good habit or whatever. And we done got into kind of turning into somewhat of a challenge because if he's out there, he's gonna call and say, hey, where y'all at?
Where y'all at?
Or if you out there, you gonna call us and say, yeah, where you at or whatever. If I'm out there, I'm gonna text y'all, hey, where y'all at or whatever. So with that being said, we had got into a habit of walking, in the morning or in the afternoon or just whenever, whatever. So we go on this cruise, and I'm still walking, but I'm not walking like how I was in the habit because we was getting up just whatever time, man, just going this place, that place, whatever. And I ended up being on this cruise, ended up just gaining weight because I broke that habit.
Yeah.
And I was actually got in a habit of doing bad stuff, hanging out, just eating whatever I wanted to eat, and just all this stuff, man, whatever. So now I'm trying to get back into a good habit of
know you blame me for something on this episode so far. So let me blame you, because while you were gone, I gained like 6 pounds.
Yeah, while I was gone, I gained 6 pounds, probably about 8 pounds.
I gained 6 pounds. I don't know if it was a jealousy of whether or not I felt like I should have been eating them burgers on the cruise ship, but I gained like 6 pounds because I stopped calling Allison. She brought me some shakes up there, and she brought me a few drinks. But it was, you know what? Today I'm gonna go over to Mom's and Pops and grab me this bacon, egg, and cheese on wheat toast, light mayonnaise. But hey, after 2 days of that and going to Zaxby's
so easy
and getting these chicken tacos, and then next thing you know, my head's swimming. I'm like, man, I'm feeling lightheaded and dizzy, wondering why my blood pressure.
Yeah, it's so easy to.
It's your fault.
I ain't taking the blame for that, man, because I wasn't even here, so I'm not taking the blame.
That's what I'm talking about. Because if you would have been here, you would have called me around 9:30, 10 o'clock. Hey, homeboy, you had a tea or shake, and you want one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I'll take one. I'll take one. I'm gonna bring you one by. You done ate something? Yeah. What you gonna eat? Well, probably gonna get me a shake or a bowl. Yeah. But hey, I'll get a shake. Yeah. But when you wasn't here, I figured if you was eating, the few times that I saw you on live, I knew you wasn't eating you wasn't drinking no shake.
No, they ain't have no shakes nowhere in sight. As a matter of fact, though, they had on the 8th deck, they had a place where you could go get shakes, but I didn't find that till the last day.
Wasn't no need. You had to eat about 9 burgers by then.
Just staying up all night, hanging out and stuff, man. Well, not all night, but a half the night, just hanging out and all that stuff, man. Whatever. Hey, I would have felt a lot better. Yeah. If I'd have been drinking the little shakes and all that stuff, man. Whatever. And the dude just. What time is it, man? It's 5, almost 6 o'clock now, man. The dude, about 4 o'clock, the dude tried to get me and CJ some chicken sandwiches and nuggets and a Big Mac from McDonald's.
You said you had ate nothing,
that, man.
I wasn't trying to get that big stuff. And that dude, your boy would have devoured that. So I don't even know why he's shaking his head.
He ain't want that, man. I saved you, CJ.
Hey, no, he did text me and said, hey, Dad, you need to grab some milk for the house. So I'm going to go get him some milk after we do this. But nah, man, it was, I'm going to stop eating as unhealthy as I have been eating because it is starting to show up in my health. And that's not a habit that I want. right?
Oh, yeah. But it's so easy to break a good habit.
The good habit.
And
pick up a bad habit. Because the bad habit don't take effort. Normally, the bad habit doesn't take much effort.
At all.
But the good habit, it's going to take some discipline. It's going to take some effort. You got to have the right attitude.
Exactly.
So it all goes hand in hand.
It all goes together, man.
It all goes hand in hand.
You can do that bad habit unconsciously, man.
Easily.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So, man, if there's any young, old, or just anybody out there, man, just if you want to take your life from good to great, right? Remember the acronym EARTH.
Yes.
Your effort, your attitude, your responses, your thoughts, and your habits. Those are all things that you can control.
Yes.
And wherever you're at in your life, you got to ask yourself, how did I get here?
Yes.
And I guarantee you, if you go back to any one of those 5 areas, you'll see that something got off track.
Oh, yeah.
Something got off course. Oh, yeah. And it's not to beat you up. It's not to make you feel bad. But it's just to help you understand that you have control over more than what you think you have control over.
Exactly.
And so...
And just going back to how you started out, man, if we would have knew this... Then.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So, and with that being said, I want to challenge the Batesburg-Leesville Panthers to this acronym, EARTH.
Yeah.
So if y'all can control this acronym, hey, we can get back to winning ways. And I feel like we are going to get back to winning ways. And
I don't know if Coach Gambrell, the AD, watches this, any one of the players, get it to one of the coaches.
We just want we want to push this for them to get our community, get our football team back to the championship ways, man.
Because the football team, believe it or not, I know when I grew up, it brought the community together.
Yes.
Friday night, Friday night in the 80s and the 90s, not making this recommendation, but you could have robbed every house in Batesburg.
Houses, banks,
I remember parking
man.
at the National Guard Armory.
Yeah.
And my uncle LT would tell us, hey, listen, y'all meet me back at this rock when the game over.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't any parking left in the stand. I mean, in the parking lot. And it was just, man, you had a game going on behind us at the stadium.
Yeah, for real. I'm
a 1,000-yard rush up there, by the way.
Not a 1,000-yard rush. Come on, man.
But it was a game going on the field, man. To see this community come back together and grow closer through the football program.
Yeah, we speaking it into existence, man. We're gonna do some great things this year.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna make every effort to do our part.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna try to partner. We'll wait until we can solidify some things in place. But be on the lookout for commentating at the games, man. They ain't gonna put us in the press box, but
man, because they pretty much
we're
not gonna be that Howard Cosell and
we speaking in language and terms that you understand, man.
That we gonna understand or whatever. So man, you know,
if that play was trash, we're gonna say that play was trash. Why we running that?
We probably gonna need that little bleep thing.
Yeah. And Lord knows if they let us bring Chestnut up there, somebody like
no
that,
way,
man.
Yeah, but we need to get him on there. That's gonna be commentary right there, man.
And Bronson and let him pick away the defense and stuff.
Exactly.
And, man. Shout out, triple salute to OJ Barr, man. If we had this, man. Oh, man, AG.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, man.
Exactly, man.
As you said, man, we want to push this into the community. Hey, follow the acronym EARTH, man, and just remember it. Effort, attitude, responses, thoughts, and your habits, man. You can control those. You can control your life.
Exactly. And don't be surprised, man, if you see some merch come out with this stuff on it, man.
On your shirts, man. Speaking of merch, I got a lot of people approach me. Some threaten me. Michael Gant. We're going to get y'all some shirts.
My wife pushing that too, man. I don't know what that's all about, man.
I thought Cousin Cher was on my side, man. She asked the man the other day, you got your shirt yet?
Exactly. She wanted to set toe up like yesterday.
No, she ain't never seen Chestnut play dominoes.
Man. Oh, the table getting turned over.
The table's getting turned over, man. And then he highlight, hey, the Lord turned the table over. Jesus turned the table.
Exactly.
Hey, Chestnut,
that's a whole different thing.
A whole different thing, man. But nah, man. But hey, without further ado, man, I don't know if you had an opportunity to take us home in a different way, but why change it if it's been working, man?
If it's been working, why change it? Really, just hadn't sat down with everything that's going on, man, to give it a thought or whatever, and they just you know, to get something new or whatever. But like you say, it's working, man. So
why change it?
Why change it, man?
Yeah.
You know, we've been pretty successful with how we've been closing everything out or whatever. And if something was to come to mind, we'll come up with it. But
stay tuned and listen to the new intro. We got a new intro. Shout out to Jay Landy, my cousin Justin Landy on the beats, man. He produced a nice little new intro. I had to. We were almost too old school, so he brought it up to a new little, and I got compliments on it from some people, man. So
and I told him, I was like, man, hey, you know how I am, man.
Gotta listen to it.
when you first hear a song, hey, it just don't just jump out there at you like that, man. But after you hear it for a little while or whatever, man, hey, it comes to you. It comes to you. So it's jumping.
We're gonna get your boy CJ on a track for us to give us an intro, man.
He was putting out some little beats and stuff while we was setting up, man. Whatever. It sound all right, man. It was all right. It wasn't nothing like a spectacular, nothing like that. It was all right. He can do a little something.
Oh yeah. He gifted, man. He just got to control that effort.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
without further ado, man.
Yeah, man.
Take us on home, man.
Hey, that being said, man, you know, the name of the podcast is Doing It With Purpose, man. So if you're not doing it with passion, you're not doing it with purpose, hey, you're not doing it at all, man. Hey, still triple salute to Lil Tony, man.
Shout out to my auntie, man. We miss her.
Yeah, for sure.
And,
for sure, no doubt.
You know, if we want to pay her any respects, it's go out into the world and do what she would do.
Oh, yeah. No doubt, man.
That's the best way to honor Betty Jean Surgic. Go out into the world and do what she would do.
Oh, yeah. No doubt, man.
That's some large shoes to fill. Get you some tissue. Get you something, because them size 20, Shaq can't even put his foot in them shoes, man. And Shaq do a lot of good things for people. Yeah, that's just the love she had for everyone, man. And hey, she did it with a purpose.
Oh yeah,
she did it with a purpose and a passion.
Definitely passion. So with that being said, man, God bless.
Thank y'all for coming out. Good night.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Later.